All right. Hello, everybody. Time for this would be the Malison's development update number 12, I think. I'm probably gonna lose track of the numbers at one point. Um, all right, so this is an update for the week of February 5 to February 11, 2023. So this was a week that I actually put a little bit of emphasis on the Cockroach dungeon. So I actually spent 2.5 days here working on like finishing a lot of the Cockroach dungeon. Well, a lot of the monsters, a lot of the enemies. I don't want to be showing too much of these. I want to keep a lot of those a little secret. But I can show just a little bit. I added these sort of like later roaches that have human faces, and some did some polish work on some of these that were a little rough still. They're basically all done now. There's just one or two monsters left to do. I also spent some time on the more a little bit more specific planning for what would be on each floor of the Cockroach dungeon. So that's something else. So I kind of went over every floor and planned sort of which enemies would be where, when the Cockroach dungeon would sort of escalate things. Because that whole dungeon's gimmick is the slow escalation. I don't want to go too much into detail, but it's all about this constant escalation of things, right? That's definitely like a kind of a core component of that area. Something else I worked on last week was actually the the special tiles for the alchemist laboratory. Didn't I? Okay, that's not where I drew them, I guess. Let me see. Was this in? I think maybe I might have said those in. Let's see, where did I put these? Drat. I should have prepared those as well. I didn't expect I would have trouble finding them. Well, okay, so I made tiles for the four special areas, but I have a little bit of disorder right now in my project folder because I keep assets made by different people in different locations, and let me see here. Oh, I think I got it. There you go, I got it. There you go. So, yeah, I made these four different... no, unfortunately. I opened too many files to be able to find something I did like in the middle of last week. But, yeah, so these are the new tile sets for different sections of the lab that are like, themed after the four different humors. So this is... yeah, so I'm pretty happy with these. Pretty happy with those tiles. They have a strong flavor on each of them. And finally, what I did on Friday last week, I spent a little time doing some balancing in Chapter 2. That's some much needed balance work. I'm still not done that. I'll definitely continue with that next week. Balancing on things related to like enemies. I took a bunch of notes about where there's too many items, where I need to add stronger enemies. All stuff about this this general sort of progression through chapter 2. And yes, I'll definitely be continuing on that. Probably I'll spend, so Monday I want to do some more work on the cockroach hell dungeon. So probably Wednesday I'll be doing some more work on balancing, and we'll see for what I do after that. I imagine after this I'll be continuing work on the laboratory. But yeah, that's basically it. So yeah, three main things I worked on last week. Just a lot of work on the roach hell, a little bit of work on the laboratory, and started some proper balancing work for chapter 2. Yep, that's about it. Pretty simple little update. After this, I'll take, at 9, I think I'll finally, I'll resume playing, King's Field. Yes, I will be doing some RPG Maker, stuff tomorrow as well, on Mondays. That's what I do now on Mondays. And I also want to put like a little. I guess I could actually make an update about the RPG Maker stuff now. So last Monday I worked on locking in the underground lake area of my RPG Maker side project. So that's basically done now. And tomorrow, Monday, I'll be working on locking in the jungle area, the underground jungle, which I'm very happy with the tiles of that area. So that should be pretty fun. I'll be putting in like dinosaur monsters, and a lot of the time is probably going to be spent just doing the tiling on it. Because the tiling is a little complicated for that area, but I'm very happy with the tile assets. So yeah, I'll be doing that tomorrow, Monday. Yeah, locking in the jungle. I might also be getting into the caverns that are after the jungle. They're kind of like the same area, but also not quite. So I might be getting into that too. I'm not sure yet. The biggest sort of technical challenge that I'll have to do the underground jungle is going to be about that Tyrannosaurus Rex that I want to be chasing the player as you navigate the jungle. That's going to be tricky. I have some general ideas for what I want to do regarding that T-Rex, how to make it actually work. But yeah, it's kind of tricky. I'm not sure yet how exactly. I kind of have some general ideas. Like, it kind of helps that. It kind of helps that. That it's kind of a simple maze. It's kind of a simple, like, a 3x3 grid that you explore. And so, making the T-Rex sort of move in that grid, even when you're not in that map, shouldn't be too difficult. I can just kind of give it a delay of like 5 seconds for every movement between rooms. And if it moves to your room from another room, then I just spawn the character. I activate the character and move it to the entrance on that side. And I think that's probably gonna make sense. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking I'll do. We'll see if that works. I imagine that's probably gonna be the big challenge tomorrow for that. I'm not sure exactly what I want to work on Tuesday for the cockroach. I might be going into more specific level, tiling and level building for the roach hell for Tuesday. That should be fun. And I don't have too specific plans for the rest of the week, other than the general, yeah. But yeah, that's it. That's it for the update. Again, very simple, not too much, not too complicated. But yeah, so yeah, thank you all for watching, and check in again at 9 if you want to see me play some more Kingsfield 4. All right, thanks for watching, and see you in just a bit.